In this video, I'll be taking you through a step-by-step guide on how to confirm Amazon purchase orders in Vendor Central. If you are new here, my name is Benjamin Bolshinsky. I used to work at Amazon in the vendor management team, and now I run a company called Vendor Launch. We work with Amazon vendors to increase their purchase orders. So without further ado, you want to first log into your Vendor Central account. Navigate to the menu on the left here, click on Orders, Purchase Orders. It's also a good idea to bookmark it because you'll probably use this page quite often, and you can bookmark it by clicking on this icon here so that it's a bit easier to access in the future. Once you're on this page here, go to Manage POs, and here you will see all of the outstanding POs that you have in your vendor account. You'll also see 3 or 4 tabs: unconfirmed POs, confirmed, closed, all. So again, new purchase orders appear in the unconfirmed tab, but then once you confirm them following the instructions I'm about to share, they'll move to this tab here, confirmed tab. And once you've shipped these to Amazon and they've been received by Amazon's warehouse, then they'll appear in the closed tab. And then you've also got all. So going back to unconfirmed, we'll process one purchase order as an example. Usually you get one purchase order per warehouse. So let's just say this one, the second one, you want to click on this icon here, then provide confirmation details button at the bottom. It will open up this PO, and then what you want to do is you want to go through and look at the products that Amazon have ordered. As you can see, there's 5 products here, 1 product per row. Then we've got a number of different columns. So the first one, you essentially want to complete the columns in yellow. So first one, external ID, you can double click on it and select GTIN, SKU, or ASIN, depending on how you want to process the orders, but you can just leave that as GTIN, as the barcode. Then the next column is the availability column. So here you want to select the availability status of the product. So in most cases, if you're in stock, you're just going to leave it as accepted in stock. However, if you are out of stock, or if Amazon are trying to order the product and it's permanently unavailable, you're no longer supplying it, then you can just double click on the availability and then change it to discontinued, obsolete, if you're never supplying it again and you never want any more purchase orders. Or if it's just a temporarily out of stock issue, then you want to click on cancelled and then select out of stock. So let's just say, for example, 5 products, one of them is temporarily out of stock, and then this bottom one, let's just say it's discontinued permanently. And so we've selected that in the availability section here. Now, what you want to do is you want to navigate to the right here, and the very important column is the expected quantity column. So this is where you're telling Amazon how much you're actually going to supply them of the products they've ordered. So the quantity requested column is how much Amazon have ordered, how much units of each product they actually want, right? You have the option to supply 100% of that, ideally, or you can supply less, right? You obviously can't supply them more than they've ordered. That will be an overage, but you can only supply them, less than they order if you only have, 50%, say, inventory remaining of what they've ordered. So for example, let's just say this first product here, we've only got 2 units out of the 4 that Amazon have ordered, so we can only supply 2 units. So you're going to double click on the expected quantity and update it to 2 because you're only shipping Amazon 2 units. Then let's just say this next one here, we're supplying Amazon 100%, so 4 units, so just leave that as 4. And then this product here, instead of the 12 that Amazon have requested, let's just say we've only got 10. So we'll update it to 10. And that's pretty much it. You can see these products here, the expected quantity is 0. That's because we've, over here in the availability column, we've told Amazon that it's out of stock or obsolete, and therefore they're not expecting anything. And then unit cost, again, you can leave this as is. This is the cost that you've set up in Vendor Central. If you need to increase the costs, it's best to do that through other means, by emailing your vendor manager. If you try and invoice at a higher cost, it's just going to result in a claim. Amazon are not so easy to put through a cost price increase for. So in my suggestion is to just leave the unit cost the same as what you've got in Vendor Central. And that's pretty much it. The expected quantity is the most important. Once you've done this, you click on the submit button on the bottom left here, and then that will submit the purchase order. And that will tell Amazon's system how much you're actually supplying in the PO. And if we go back to the manage PO section here, you'll see that PO, once it's been submitted, it will move from this unconfirmed tab, it will move to the confirmed tab here. And you want to repeat the same thing for all of the other unconfirmed purchase orders in the system. Hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you want to work with my team and have us do this for you end to end, then use the link in the description to book a call. Otherwise, until next time, bye.